Ah, hi there. I hope you like the little opening fireworks show because that happens every single day. Anyway, as you can hear, that's game off. That was gameplay audio. I was initially planning to basically start with overlooking the pool, but given the fireworks show was going on and I wanted to get a good view of it without many players getting in the way, plus the fact that, well, it's very noisy here. I was thinking of going to of heading over to the east again now. That was a good jump. God, it's gonna be expensive to... The teleport's gonna be expensive. At least to... At least directly to where I'm going. So I am going to go into the... Go through the hellscape known as Limsa Laminsa. Arcanist skilled, boom. As you can see, I actually made sure to hide other players as... Look, other players will appear without a nameplate unless I target them. Named NPCs I can click, unnamed NPCs I also appear without a name tag. So let's go to... Wait, since we're going to Kugane, I am gonna go ahead and don a little disguise. $300 gil. And then I'll take the... Wait. What does this ferry skipper... Oh, that's back to Limsa. Hire a Falcon Porter to Onoko. 205 gil. There is a dismount button. Bryson Kaikyo. As you can see, the main quest is over here. And now we're on approach. Wait, wouldn't it have been cheaper to teleport to Onokoro from Kagane than it would be to take the... It was 205 gil for the Falcon Porter. Not, let's do this. Commencing landing. Nope, it would have been not... It would have been just a little bit cheaper. Still costs like 287 gil. Wait until I enter the sanctuary. There we go. I am going to put on my swimwear again. Hey, no Baracha Zero. Hiya. Let me just go ahead and do what? There we go. Now, let's go to the... Let's go get the quest. Key letter. Rasho. Scouting? Yes. Yes, he's a man of few words. So, alone you will deal the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traders. They have made no pact with the Imperials, so they may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Beckel. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where's Lise? We cannot leave without her. Good question, Alize. Where is Lise? Wait, don't tell me she is over by the water. Found her. So let me just go ahead and quickly adjust my tracking position here. So adjust my iPhone for tracking properly. And fixed. What is it? Sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. Just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, that's not all. Oh, it's not that. It's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ada and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people. How to bring them together. I always hoped that I'd have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Don't ask me to say anything. Right? Before we first traveled to Garabania, I was in Limsa Laminsa, visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. It's neither here nor there, suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when it is all over. Get easy too, and I won't take no for an answer. Okay, gotta prepare for food poisoning then. Just kidding. Just kidding. How about your Stola? We'd never hear the end of it. Yes. Alright. Your Stola too, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We've a million things to do before then. Wait, are we gonna go ahead and switch scenes? Nope. You know what time it is. The fact that I am about to go on a swim means I must... Wait, can I actually get the action for a just visor in here? So I can bind that to a button. Would be ideal. General action. Nope, that's not it. Of course. Of course not. General. Or is it main commands? System? Social, party, duty, character it falls in. It would probably fall under character, but it's not there. Ah, fuck it. Let's just push the button. Let's go. If you set your net according to the position of the moon and the rhythm of the tide, it won't take long for it to become full. Most need to catch enough food to feed our entire crew. Anyway, I also have a new emote to toy around with. Play dead. Oh wait, I put it on macro. Weird how you need to set it as a macro instead of as a... Wait, what if I... means I can actually probably access it from... I'm gonna go to my macros real quick. Number 7. Can I... Yep, button works. There they are. Let's first talk to Lise. See if she has anything to say. Red, blue... Wait, didn't Soroban say something about this before? I think this is the Isle of Becco. Although, to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. I know where it is. That's gotta be the thing. Yep. There's Lise. What is she? How much further do you think it is? Yay! Ow. Whee! I love it when I can just yeet my boy. Never. Oh look, there is Alize. Ah. Whoa. Is that a light I see up ahead? Yep. We're under the sea. Under the sea. Oh, that's an aphorite. We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble, but it's of a finger on the seabed. It's a little miracle, isn't it? Ugh. Well, I thought I heard familiar voices. Soroban. Soroban? What are you doing here? What a curious question. I live here. This is the home of the Blue Kojin. Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu. Of course. Soroban said he was a Kojin of the Blue, didn't he? Pleased to know I am to see you. Again, I am confused. Were you not bound for Ofard? How fortunate we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone can help us, it's him. I'll take the Gillette of scouting. What do we have here? A visitor from above? Welcome to Tamamizu. Okay. To check, is there any Aether? Is there an Aethernet here? Nope. Of course not. This is not its own instance. Also, this is the second new type of Aetherite I see around in this part of the world. Wait a moment. You don't want to go back there. Chat, we are turtling here. Chat, we're turtling. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? It is indeed a most dire predicament. but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. It'll be up to you, however, to present your case. Should we bow when we meet the Elder? I know it's the sort of thing they usually do in the Far East, but does that extend to turtle people living under the sea? Oh, why must diplomacy be so complicated? Center of the village lies further below. I still have so many questions, but they will have to wait. The Elder awaits. Actually, no. Let's stay in our swim gear, because that's... Ah. Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations. Thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter. Why must it always be me that explains it? So, in essence, our friend has been taken by the Gallian Empire. You seek to compel our Red brothers to forgo hostilities for a time. That's right. We know your two clans have your differences. But with you being brothers and all, I only thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something. So far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels, the ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home, to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet how are we to seek these treasures if if we made enemies of the Gallian Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Why is it to join with them? So resolved the Red Kojin. Cautiously and carefully, for the Gallians are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path. Aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. One moment, I need to check it. Yes. Aye. While our Red brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue. On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then? There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had. Ad break! Great. Means I have to wait for a moment. for about 3 minutes. I should honestly put up a little marker that I can use when cutting down a VOD. Because let's be honest, chat. Let me just pull it out here. I hate ads. I personally absolutely despise them. They're a time waster. Let me just check some news while I wait. Oh. Oh, look. Oh, nice. Game Mania's store is back up. Okay, good to know. That old account is no longer accessible. That account no longer exists. Whopper. Let me just make a new account for this. Oh, they even put a little pre-order for. Also, these images are very low res. And we're back from the ads. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, a trust forged, a bargain struck. Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had. Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now tell our guests what must be done. As you wish. Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far, so good, right? Listen well, my friends. We'll require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure. The Asakari no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Guardians in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel, bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded in ensuring the chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, Drowning? Fear not. There's a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested Uniku carapace. It's quite the shopping list. I'll see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Kanezi, would you go find an Uniku and relieve it of its carapace? Yes! Oh, by the way, I should probably go ahead and say hello to the falcon. To the falcon porter. There we go. Luckily, I know where I can find an Uniku carapace. Rasen Kaikyo. We come on, let me. Let's check in with Alize. Oh, never mind. This enemy decided to go ahead and... Look, giant enemy crab. Of course I am going to go ahead and deal damage. Of course I'm going to go ahead and deal massive damage. Also, I am going to go ahead and crank the volume down on my... Turn game volume down on my headphones. I think I see some ruby coral over there. A bit far, but I can swim for it. How quick my dearest brother was to boast of his firewood gathering techniques. If only he were here to gather these shells in my stead. Oh, good. It doesn't aggro. Yep. Hell yeah. Soroban? Well, have you really good care of us? Yes, it took slaying about 3 of them, but yes. How splendid they are! The Kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. Got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it's been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakari no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the 3 of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Surely you realize we've been searching this whole time. The area you wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. We've scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless Suino Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Ryan have been here as long as I can remember. Chiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. For now, I am gonna go ahead and take the materia. Bop 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 bop. In Soroban we trust. Dang it, I don't have the... Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you've ever known? Now let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns. There we complete our preparations for the ritual. We... Are you okay? No. Jefferson. So... You don't want to go back here. Sure, I'd like to look at that whirlpool. We dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until we returned. Oh. Nice landing there, Soroban. It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Nope, I cannot adjust the visor while I'm in a cutscene. Yes, listen to my words and let all else wash away. Listen to my words and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters, of the fallen, the ascendant, the flowing and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings. Cleanse these ones of earth and stone and grant them your blessing. They might drink deep of the divine. Huh? The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land. Strange, I don't feel any different. Are you sure it works? Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them. I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize? Oh, like a fish. In contrast to my doggy paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant. Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water. It's time for the swimming tutorial. There she goes. Welcome to the Final Fantasy X segment of Final Fantasy XIV. Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air. Now I summon for you noble steeds of great strength. Fish? Fish? Manta ray. Now look, wow, look at them. I bet they can take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea. And so they may. After we've won over for the Confederacy, rescued Gosettes, and liberated your respective homelands. Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the kami speed you on your way. I cannot pull off the voice properly. Well, we'll find that treasure in no time. Come on! Wait, does this mean... mount? Water mount, water mount, water mount! Diving unlocked. Owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Suinosato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Ctrl and spacebar. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban and Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Ah. Suinosato. Wait. This must be Suinosato, the Ryan village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. I'll take the materia because I don't have those jobs. Let's do this. If this is Suinosato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Oh, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we're not welcome here. Is there anything else I might help you, sir? What kind of a place... What kind of a place is this? Long ago, we, the Ryan, were driven from our ancestral home, but our forefathers sought refuge here under the sea, and thus the humble but peaceful village of Suino Santo came into existence. We are ruled by the Ruby Princess. Few besides those who serve the royal court, however, know her face, and even they seldom see her in person. Ah! Wait, is this who I think it is? Wait, the Ruby Princess. I think I know who that is. Open your minds. Open your minds. Open your minds. Zyle? Hey, mister, what's the surface like? Is it a nice place or is it scary? Do you have seaweed that grows up to the skies? Or do you have... Oh, look, Gishal greens are available here. Let's actually go ahead and grab a couple... I'm gonna grab 10. Just in case. The Gishal greens are also very cheap, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a couple more. 'Cause why not? Alize? Nope, my gear is okay. The Kojin of the Red have become more aggressive as of late. It's caused our people to have no end of trouble. If only they were a bit more like their amicable cousins in Tamamizu. Perhaps we should not have to suffer so. Dosetsu. If I may ask, what brings you to our humble village, sir? Not every day that we receive visitors from the surface. From the surface. A place like this, it's hard to tell where the important people live. I mean, everywhere has a sea view. I'm currently in the middle of delegating fishing tasks. Unless what you have to say is of great import, pray and come find me later. Mahiwa? Oh dear. What have my sons done this time? Look, you can actually see the height difference between the aura. Just I could have sworn there were at least 2 fish on this line. 2 fish left on this line. Did someone sneak off with them? Oh. Found him. Found him. Let's first talk to Isobe. Oh, it's an otter. So, this is our man? Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name's Lise, and these are my friends, Kanezi and Alize. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Santo, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you here, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am high priest of the Shisui, of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great, we need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no... Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Aww. Quiet, Hisobe, or there'll be no dango for dinner. I could do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suino Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of XIV, we Ryan enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war. And here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever it shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me. I now understand how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be sure that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. We must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Well, that was a huge waste of time, wasn't it? So it continues, another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Girabani is not the only place with walls. Starting to wonder if this was a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. I'll take the sword. I'll take the blades. I need some new stabbers. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Isari. I tired this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele. This can't reward for your treachery, A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer. Name calling? Is that what we've been reduced to? Orphan of Nauri, widow of Sashiai. What joy must it have brought you to be revenged upon us all? Oh, you've just pissed her off. Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss, and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. You may think you're made of sterner stuff, but you think you're made of sterner stuff. Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oath go and fetch your master's head. Poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. a fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Gosetsu can't hold out much longer. Gang, get on it! Now that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, in the, what was it, 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Ah, yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side. Even if it meant pledging his blade to a sworn enemy. They say he walked with death. And he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets. I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you. Ah, I didn't mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai, just like me. So let's not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would not ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Guardians are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien? To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory. Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There's no limit to how far you can fall. Oh, of all the bloody... When I get back to Eorzea, I'm going to find that little shite, and I'm going to make him pay. Oh, he's talking about me. Everywhere we go, it's the same. Go away, we don't want any. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but some stupid part of me just can't help hoping for the best. In darkness, the Magatama dreams. We seem to have reached an impasse. And to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Knazy? Soroban, we could ask the villagers if they know anything. Right. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 GPU fucked up. The GPU fucked up. Was it because of this? Nope. It's... Oh no. Oh no. My apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Hanami, and this is my wife Unagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we would like Wait, am I actually still live? That's a good question, though. Yes, I am still live, although my preview has completely frozen up. Disabling preview, re-enabling preview doesn't work. I am gonna go ahead and... And here's the fun thing, whenever I tab into the game, I lose my visual. It's completely and utterly scuffed. She must, our daughter fought in rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. I'm gonna go ahead and quit out of the application and quickly restart the stream, I think. I'm gonna quickly restart OBS because it's kinda broken. Be right back. No, we're not done yet, Cherry. Because we actually kind of broke. The game actually my entire... I think the GPU just refreshed or something. Because it just... Both screens went black. Out of nowhere. Coincidentally, right after I opened up my... after I started the game... After I started the screen share on my... through OBS. And the game is freezing as well. Come on. Bling. Come on, there it is. There is the game. The DirectX capture actually works. Let me just go ahead and reset tracking. 2, 3, there we go. Server is currently congested. Great. Oh look, location, the Ruby Sea. Oh no, not again! Turns out it's OBS, I think. Turns out the stream is absolutely broken. The stream is completely broken. Sorry, I am gonna have to go ahead and... I think cancel the stream for now because it's just straight up busted. I cannot see my own stream here. I don't know what broke because I haven't updated my entire setup since the last time I played. I haven't made any changes since yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and do... I'm just gonna wrap up the stream, see who we can raid out to because it's broken. Let me just go ahead and... Please tell me there's someone in my group that people that I follow that I can actually quickly raid out to. Sending you over to Homaida because that should work. See y'all later. Bye-bye.